Where to find the bashrc file on Mac OS X Snow Leopard and Lion? I want to install RVM on my Snow Leopard machine. It says I need to add a line to my .bashrc file. I'm using bash, but where is my .bashrc file?
So it turns out that on Mac OS X Snow Leopard as well as Mac OS X Lion, the file that's loaded is called .profile, not .bashrc. What you want to do is create a file in ~profile and call it profile if it doesn't already exists. Put whatever information you needed to load with each instance of bash there. Thanks, the purple pixel. A couple of side notes. The period in front of the file marks it as invisible to Finder and the ls command by default. To list invisible files using the ls command from terminal, use the a as a parameter as such, lsa. The symbol stands for /user/your username, where your username is your username's short name. Edit, Chris Page notes, correctly, that whatever you place in a profile file will apply to whatever shell you're using, i.e. ZHS, bash, etc. If you want the contents to affect only the bash shell, place the contents in a .bash_profile file instead of a .profile file.
Regarding the problem with .bashrc above. On most systems, .bashrc is only used when starting an interactive non-login shell. However, when you start up a new shell, it is often an interactive login shell. Since this is a login shell, the .bashrc is ignored. To keep the environment consistent between non-login and login shells, you must source the .bashrc from your .profile or your .bash_profile. See the Bash Reference Manual, Section 6.2 Bash Startup Files. Invoked as an interactive login shell, or with login? When Bash is invoked as an interactive login shell, or as a non-interactive shell with the login option, it first reads and executes commands from the file /etc/profile, if that file exists. After reading that file, it looks for /bash_profile, /bash_login, and /profile, in that order, and reads and executes commands from the first one that exists and is readable. Invoked as an interactive non-login shell. When an interactive shell that is not a login shell is started, Bash reads and executes commands from /bashrc, if that file exists. So, typically, your /bash_profile contains the line after or before any login-specific initializations. On my Mac, running Leopard, there was no line to source, ~/.bashrc. I had to add this functionality on my own. On some systems and other OSs, .bashrc is sourced from the global /etc/profile or /etc/bash_profile, or is done using the template files from /etc/skell. To be honest, the distinction between .bashrc and .bash_profile is not well understood by the community. When many developers say add this to your bashrc, what they really mean is add this to your bash_profile. They want the functionality to be added to your login shell, which is .bash_profile, not to your non-login shell. In reality, it doesn't usually matter, and placing configuration in .bashrc is acceptable.
You have to make your own .bashrc You can simply use a text editor to make a file called .bashrc, no extension, with the contents you want and save it in your home directory, /users/your username/.
I find that in my os10.6.5 the bash settings are in /etc/bashrc. I think this is the top level specifications for shell. However, you need a root account to modify it. The local peruser specifications /.bashrc should start with the following snippet, to read and load the system level bash settings. I normally add aliases in the system level bashrc so that all users can access them as well, unless they don't want to use your shortcuts and aliases. Good luck.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.